Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I'm here with Sinbad, and for those of you that don't know me, my name is Kim, and I'm an elementary school teacher currently on spring break. Yay! And yeah, it's not that I've been neglecting my channel or being able to do lives regularly, but it has been quite a busy March, and I'm here to update you a little bit while we take a little break. We are at a parking area. Sinbad has just finished his vet appointment. We go to the vet, gosh, almost maybe once every 2 months. Sinbad has a blood condition. I'm not quite sure what the technical name of it is, but he's had it since he was 6 years old. And thank goodness for the wonderful team of vets that we had in Gunma that were able to diagnose and treat it with medication, which also meant like weekly, sometimes twice a week visits to the vet. And yeah, it was a little bit scary. He was on so much medication and his condition kind of fluctuated until we finally got the right combination of medicine. And now at 15 years old, actually almost not 15 and a half yet, he turned 15 in January. He is still going strong. He still sometimes acts like a puppy, but as most senior dogs, right, you notice that things are not as quick as they used to be. And I get a little bit nervous every time we go to the vet because, you know, he's older, so they have to really monitor the medication that he's on, what he's able to do, what he's not able to do. They want him to lose weight because he also suffers from tracheal collapse, and luckily we've got the weight down quite a bit, and that all came from diets, cutting out treats, not so much a lot of exercise, because he also has, like, as he got older, like a heart condition. So the heart condition is just kind of I guess not a side effect, but it just kind of happened with everything that he has, so we just can't get him too excited. But his hair is pretty wild, and that's because too, we used to get him groomed, and he used to have a Shiba Inu cut. Shiba Inu is like the popular dog in Japan, and they've got like a shortcut, and he used to have that cut, which made it really easy to take care of because Pomeranians, as you know, shed. And also too, you have to constantly groom and take care of them. But as he got older, the groomers said that it was a little bit risky to have him standing for so long when he got his hair cut, to have him be anxious during the bath and all that. So they suggested, actually it was the vet that suggested, the veterinarian suggested that we stop haircuts and just limit him to me giving him baths at home in the comfort of his own home, and then just stop the grooming. They could do things like trim his nails. Hey Sarah, how's it going? I'm just talking here by myself. We're on our way home from the vet. I didn't know if anybody would come in or not, so it's really good to see you. I hope everything is going well. It has been, I think, over a month since I've been able to come on live. But yeah, so anyway, so Sinbad is doing fine, but because, right, I know, because he's so, he can't have the cuts anymore, I can cut like this. Hey, how's it going? Man, you know what? I have this thing, my phone set up in my car, and it's kind of far away, so I apologize if I miss people by name or if I miss your comments, because the print is rather small, or what is it, the font is a lot smaller. And yeah, so forgive me if I miss you by name. Those of you that are stopping by here, thank you so much for coming. And those of you that are watching on the replay or after this is all done and I put it on as in the chat playlist, thanks for stopping by. So yeah, so I am on spring break. It started March 19th was our graduation. Oh, he almost put his head in here. He had his paw in his water dish earlier. But yeah, we had quite a few events in March. We had our graduation. I believe that was the Friday. I think that was March 19th. Yeah, March, or was that the 18th? Anyway, the last Friday, I guess a couple weeks ago, was our graduation. And luckily I was able to watch it from the comfort of a room and a private TV screen. It was sort of like a YouTube stream of our graduation, because I didn't really think it was such a great idea to have all the graduating 6th grade students and their parents, sorry, and their parents and teachers all in one auditorium that was very not properly ventilated. And I will say this, we did have some 6th graders later on that tested positive, and I don't know whether it's different. I'm watching, his back paws are like right on the edge of his car seat. I don't want him to fall off here, Mr. Sinbad. Oh, Pomeranian bottom. He whoa, Sin. Okay, we have these ice pillows. Oh, you guys know I travel with these all the time with Sinbad. These are great. These are actually like a gel ice pillows. Great for summer. Great for cooling yourself off if you want to sleep, you know, with a cold kind of ice pack underneath on your pillow. For Sinbad, it's great. He just puts his whole body on them. So I have a lot. And of course, we wipe it off to sterilize it. So I always put it in his car seat, keeps him comfortable. I just put that down and he immediately pounced on it. So yeah, so we had graduation. For those of you unfamiliar with the Japanese school year calendar, school ends in March and the new school year begins in April. So it's only about a 2 to 3 week break. Even though it's called spring break, and even though it's, you know, you don't have students, you don't have classes, it's still a super busy time because teachers are preparing, they're getting ready for the new year, they're putting closure on the previous year, report cards and all that need to be finished, official records, all that we finished at the end of March, and now it's preparing for the new school year. But for the time being, I'm on break. So I'm not really thinking too much about school. Let's see what else happened. We had a few excursions in March, and I don't know if I really went into too much detail here on YouTube, but I was really uncomfortable going. Yeah, well, so far it's starting to be. Haza, okay. Yes, Haza, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Is it Haza or Hiza? I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it. I'm saying Haza. The sakura, or the cherry blossoms, are in full bloom now, and I think this week is probably the peak. I'm going to post something from my local neighborhood. The cherry trees in my neighborhood are absolutely beautiful. If I get daring enough, maybe later this week, I will go someplace. I don't want to go to any place that's super crowded, because we are still dealing with, I don't want to say high numbers, but we're still dealing with a lot of cases. And I was lucky enough, I have my 3rd booster. My mom has had her 3rd booster, and I feel relatively strong and healthy and safe. But then again, I don't want to take any risks right before the start of this new school year. There have already been some cases that have been reported, and those students are taking it easy during the break, and hopefully when everybody starts back, everyone will be healthy. School starts, let's see, April 6th is the kind of the entrance ceremony for the brand new 1st graders, and it's a formal ceremony. Formal, you guys know, means the black clothes and all that stuff, and it's to welcome and congratulate their parents and the students for making it in. There's a special ceremony. I think they get a little tour of the school, and then school opens, or the entrance ceremony, or yeah, kind of like the opening ceremony for the new school year. That is on April 8th, and then I believe classes start on April 9th. So once April starts, boom, it's, it starts right back up again. And I'm feeling pretty good about my assignments for next year. I'm probably not allowed to say it right now, because one thing in Japan is everything is so secret until it's formally announced. So that includes homeroom classes, assignments, what grades you're going to be teaching, and all that stuff. My school is a lot more open than other schools, but at public schools and a lot of immersion schools, and I don't know about international schools, but a lot of Japanese schools do not announce anything until the official opening of school. I've been told two reasons for that. One reason is so that if parents found out earlier or in advance who their child's teacher was and weren't happy, they might complain, which I really don't think they would, to be honest. And then the other reason is they just want this element of surprise, this element when kids come back to be all excited as to who their new homeroom teacher is and who their new classmates are. The way my school works is they have the same homeroom teacher for 2 years, which I did, Sarah, Wednesday off. It was pretty easy to get because surprisingly, a lot of teachers want Saturdays off. Now, there was kind of a proposal or discussion on the table about our school becoming a five-day school week. And then everybody gets Saturday off. But there were a lot of it's mixed feelings by a bunch of people. I personally like having Wednesday off. For those of you that don't know my schedule, my school has a very unique scheduling for teachers. You have, or school for the students is Monday through Saturday, with Saturday being half day, and every teacher has Sundays off, as do all the students. But teachers get something called a research day. And the research day is your second day of the week that's off. You have a choice, sort of Monday, Wednesday, or Saturday. So you have to put in your request, and if it can be arranged in the schedule, and if it all works out, then you're given your first choice. And usually everybody, I think, has gotten their first choice. I don't know very many teachers that didn't get their first choice. When I first started working at the school, I had Friday off, and that was great. But now they no longer give Friday off, so it's either Monday, Wednesday, or Saturday. I personally love having Wednesday off because you can get business done, you can have appointments, you can do things on a day of the week that most everybody else has to work. And on Saturdays, you only have to work half day, right? So kind of a bonus there. A lot of people, especially those people or those teachers with children, prefer having Saturday off because Saturday is the day that might have events, or you might have things to do with your family, take weekend trips. Yeah, I really like it, Sarah, because it does break up the week, and we usually have, Mondays is always a tough day, right? Monday, you work super hard, you have a full day of classes, and Tuesday, and then you get a nice little break. And then it makes Thursday, Friday, and Saturday not so bad. And there's a lot of Saturdays that are just naturally off because of certain events or whatever. And so people that have Saturdays off sometimes have to come into school on those days. Like when we have sports festivals or cultural festivals or like parent-teacher stuff. And then Monday, is a lot of times a national holiday. They put a lot of national holidays on a Monday so people can have a 3-day weekend. But I kind of like it. It's great when you have a national holiday fall on a Tuesday or a Thursday, because then you get like 2 days off. And seriously, working on Saturdays is not that hard. It's, you know, just 3 days. Hey, Arnell, I see you up there on Twitter. Thanks for commenting. But yeah, it's not so bad, and I've kind of gotten used to it. I really like having Wednesday to be able to take care of all doctor's appointments, dental appointments, whatever. For those of you that don't know, I live in Yokohama, but Sinbad's vet is where I used to live in Gunma, and I did not want to change vets once I moved to Yokohama. It is a 2.5-hour drive one way. So I'm practically in the car like this whole day, but as long as I can do it, I don't mind doing it because I really value and trust the vets. Sinbad loves the vets at that animal hospital, and I feel like they give Sinbad and me the attention that we need, especially for me being a, you know, what do you call it? A worrying palm mom. Oh, I'm wearing my palm sweatshirt. Never underestimate the power of a woman with a Pomeranian. Yeah, so I don't mind the drive. I usually go on Wednesdays, and in fact, I was planning to go on Wednesday this week. But the reason why I chose today is because the weather today is rather cold, and I don't know, throughout this week, temperatures are really fluctuating. Some days we've had rain, and I don't know whether that has, you know, that's the reason why the cherry blossoms this year are blooming so much earlier. I think somebody's getting bored. He's just getting ready to fall asleep. Yeah, so I decided I'd rather head out to Gunma on a cool day, like today, than go tomorrow in the heat. Sorry, Sinbad. I have to tell you, last night I had a really hard time sleeping because this guy was up, and I don't know if those of you that also own dogs or have pets, if you've ever had an experience where you feel like perhaps there might be a ghost or something, some kind of spirit in your place, because Sinbad just got up and he was just like barking at this chair. It's my chair that I usually sit in. And it was really weird because it wasn't making any noise. There was no lights. Maybe there was somebody outside, but he just would not stop barking yesterday. So maybe that's why he's all tired. His hair kind of looks like a chow chow right now. It's so fluffy because I had to brush out all the mats. I gave him a bath this week. That was challenging. Gave him a nice bath because on that particular day it was really warm. But yeah, like I said, today is a lot cooler. Other things in March, what else? I've been going through a lot of doctor's appointments and trying to get things done. I went for female health check was it Friday? Last week? Yeah, I think on Friday. Man, I'm forgetting my dates. Had my female health check, had a dental appointment. Sorry, he's back to the scratching of the pillows. Actually, there's a car parking next door, so... I hope everything went well. Female health check, I won't get the results till later. Okay, he's barking at the van that just parked next. Okay, Sin. Okay, there you go. So got that all done, and I also started my lower cholesterol medication. I had a consultation, which was, the system at my school was pretty good because you get a health check through the school or the university that my school is affiliated with, and it includes everything. It's pretty thorough, and it's up to you what things you want. Like, they kind of give you a checklist, and part of it is with your age, and all of it is taken care of, you know, by your health insurance. So anyway, the check they do at school, I was really not pleased with the way it was handled because, I don't know, there were kids. I taught a full load of classes. I was super, you know, tired But yeah, my results of my health check were not good. And it was in areas that I usually score really well in. But I said it was just the conditions. I had to rush and do class, couldn't eat, a leisurely meal. Whoa, Sinbad. And then I had just been teaching 3 periods in a row, and my hearing, I couldn't hear the little beep that you had, and my hearing is pretty good. So then I kind of said the conditions were really, really bad. Not putting the blame on everyone, but I guess I was. And so then they went over my results, and they said, gosh, my blood pressure and all that has always been low. Everything's been pretty, in the good range, except my cholesterol. My cholesterol is always high. And so that didn't surprise me. And the doctor said, well, you know what? Your cholesterol kind of hasn't really gone down that much. Perhaps we should think about, go trying some medication, blah, blah, blah. My mom is on cholesterol medication. My mom is also on high blood pressure medication, all that. But since she's been here to Yokohama and she's been doing her walks and being a little bit more active, she's now she doesn't have to take her blood pressure medicine as often as she did before. And her cholesterol has dropped significantly, and I do think that's because she's eating better and she is, at least walking around a little bit more. I decided to start doing a little bit more exercise because I was a couch potato. I still kind of am, but I thought I need to get back into the swing of things. And the other thing is I did want to improve my diet a little bit. And so the doctor said, well, let's try this medication for 2 months. We'll take your, blood levels and see how it goes. So I'm 1 month in. I've had no reactions or any side effects from taking the medication. I feel great. I do feel that I am being a little bit more active, and I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious of what I eat and don't eat. It's more like what I shouldn't be eating. And for me, it's pretty easy to cut certain things out, cold turkey, without worrying about it. I think for me, the hardest thing is to make the things sometimes that are really good for you. It just takes so much time to prepare. And I've noticed my mom is really good about meal prep. We cook and eat totally separately. Our tastes are totally different. But I am trying to be better at that. So that's what spring break has been, is just trying to get on a better meal plan. And also too, it's all about balance. And I do try and balance a lot of fun and activity, especially now since I'm on break. I feel like it's a lot easier to get things that I enjoy doing done instead of trying to squeeze them in after a hard day at work. So I guess that's about it. I mean, I could go on forever and ever, but I think I should probably hit the road. 2:30. I should be home hopefully by 3:30 or 4, provided there's no traffic. So so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. Sarah and Haza, thank you for coming in live and for your comments. And for those of you that are just watching the replay, I do hope all of you have had a great March. Can't believe how fast it's gone. A lot of events happening in the world. We'll save that for another time because it's just, it's heavy stuff going on all over the world, and it kind of makes me sad. And even just things, that before never used to affect just they're things that affect everybody in the world right now. And it's difficult times, so please take good care of yourself, take good care of your mental health, spend time with the people or animals that mean a lot to you. Time is so precious. It's probably the best gift. Thank you, Heza. You have a great day too, and thank you so much for your comments. I will drive carefully, and we'll get back, and I'll try and get those sakura and cherry blossoms to share with you. All right, so thanks again. Take care. Cannot believe we are heading into April, and that, what, a quarter of the year? A quarter of 2022 is almost finished? How did that happen? All right. Anyways, thanks again. Let's look at Sinbad. I'm going to put it down on him. There you go. All right. Take care, everyone. Thanks again. All right. Say bye, Sinbad. Bye, Sinbad. All right. Thanks, everyone. Catch y'all later. Bye.